no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's late. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national champions.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Fitted in the window for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Notre Dame 7, Arizona State 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The give to the tailback. Open space at the 25. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Sun Devils. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Play-action fake. Finds the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 45, on its way. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out there.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. The Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Laporta. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Quarterback may change this route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's take a second about Arizona State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. To the ground with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The RPO fired complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Trying play action. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Buys a little time. Unleashes one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Arizona State! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graves. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The give from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands. And now the head knocks it loose. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Leaves it with the running back. Past the stakes, and he may get more. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's late. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Across the 25, he's got room. And he just kept running He'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Laporta. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Arizona State.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wide open downfield. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
First down.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To throw, it's Laporta. Tight end finds a soft spot. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
And the Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Motion from the wide receiver. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Well, he's had the hot hand. 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Got a tight game so far in this season opener. Big play coming up right here. It's third and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Running through contact. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Throws into the middle of the field. Makes the catch down the right side. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He'll take another shot here. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And they've got a little bit of a cushion possession here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Laporta. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Lets it fly. Got a man in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the 1st down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. Lofts one high and deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Breaks into the open. Oh, it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The Sun Devils come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get the ball.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks up the first down, still moving. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They move on top here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's in open space downfield. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw, it's Laporta. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot. Vertically didn't.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Creates a little space.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They'll try the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It between the uprights. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment.
He's got it all by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Irish! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield, it's Laporta. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.